everybody. Today I am going to give you a tour of every single one of my garages in GTA 5 Online. Starting into my CEO office, first up we have a Comet S2, then we have a Growler, then we have a Futo GTX, my favorite GDM vehicle in all of GTA. I love it very much. And then we have a Gauntlet Interceptor. Moving upstairs, we have a normal Banshee, then we have a Banshee GTS, then we have a Scramjet, one of the most fun vehicles in the game. Then we have a Italy RSX, a Comet SR, a ZX convertible, and we have a Neo Vita rare license plate. Onto the last floor, we have a pretty OG 2013 vehicle. Then we have Entity XXR, S95, Warner HKR, Zorusso, and finish off we have a Vision. On to level 2, starting off we have a Comet Safari, a clean looking vehicle. Then you have a Horns, which I made it look like Doc Hudson from the movie Cars. I think I did a pretty good job. The only thing I don't like is the rust on the livery. Then you have a Fagaola, pretty cool like old school vehicle. Then you have a Dynasty like old taxi. And we have a Roosevelt Valor, a pretty nice old vehicle. Going upstairs we have a Jubil, one of my favorite SUVs in the game. Then you have a Windsor, a free vehicle for most of the people. Then you have a fully blacked out Paragon S. Then a Rebla GTS, also one of my favorite SUVs in the game. Then you have a Paragon R, a Deity, and you have a Cognoscenti. Onto our last floor we have a lot of Christmas themed vehicles. First off we have a Baller ST, then you have a Click, then you have another Comet Safari with a limited time Christmas livery, then you have another Click, and we have a Veto Modern, and finish up we have a Verse. Next we have like a Bugatti Team Garage. First up we have a Nero Custom, then we have a normal Nero, then we have another Adder, and then we have Trax, my favorite Bugatti in the game, and finish off we have a Z-Type. Next garage we have a SUV Team Garage. First we have a Astron, then we have a Novak, a Jubil, then of course a Dobsta fully blacked out. Then you have a Cavalcade XL. Then you have another Dobsta. Then you have a Baller STD. We have a Rebla GTS, a Taurus, and finish up we have a iWagon. Okay, going into my auto shop we have a lot of random vehicles. Starting off we have a Blista Canyon, then you have a Fusilade, you can get it from the streets. Then you have a OG Zentorno, beautiful car. And we have a Schwarzer, honestly my favorite car from the streets. It has a lot of great customizations and I love it. Then you have a Penumbra FF with a limited time livery. Then you have a Sultan RS, a 9F, a fully blacked out Comet Retro Custom, my favorite Porsche in the game. And we have a Tempesta, my favorite looking Lamborghini in the game. I think it looks sick. And finish off we have a Vigero ZX. Next we have a garage full of Benny's vehicles. First off we have a LG Retro Custom, then you have a Neuro Custom, then you have a Sentinel Classic Wide Body, my favorite like old BMW in the game. Then you have a BF Evil Custom, a 10F Wide Body, a Sultan RS, a Spectre Custom, a Italy GTB Custom, a Banshee 900R, and a Comet Retro Custom. Next we have a Outreach, then we have a 8F Drafter, then we have a Divist 8, a Nebula Turbo, Remus, and then you have another Schwarzer, then you have LG RH8, Reaper, Coquette D10, and Calico GTF. Into my 50 car garage, first level, you have a Coquette, then you have another Tempesta, then you have a FR36, a Dominator GT, pretty nice looking vehicle. Then you have a Cypher, my favorite BMW in the game. And then you have a Sentinel XX, a great vehicle, and you can get it from the streets. On to level 2 we have like an expensive car steam garage. Starting off we have a Furia, then you have a Tesseract, a pretty interesting looking vehicle. Then you have another Cypher, Italy GTO Stinger TT. I love how it is like all red and then like gold rims and gold exhausts. Then you have Ingress, Turismo Omagio, and finish off we have Virtue, a beautiful looking car, and you can also get it for free. On to level 3 we have like a luxury car steam garage. First starting off we have a Windsor Job, nothing really special. Then you have a Strater, a pretty interesting looking SUV. Then you have a Dubsta 6x6, a Super Diamond, a pretty OG vehicle Waka, and finish off we have a SM722. Okay, into our fourth floor we have an Oracle XX. You can get this car on the streets. Then we have our Neon, a nice electric vehicle, and I really love it. Then we have our Reinhardt, one of my favorite BMWs in the game. I love it. And then you have a Schafter V12. I also love this car. It's quick for its price. It's not that expensive, and I recommend buying it. Okay, onto the fifth floor you have a normal bowler. You can get it from the streets, and you have a fully blacked out Caracara 4x4. Next garage you have a lot of armored vehicles. First up, a normal Oppressor, then you have a Deluxo, a armored Kuruma, a Omnis EGT, an armored V12, a Vigilante like a Batman vehicle. I love it. And you have a armored Paragon R. Next garage you have a lot of random vehicles. First off, Dominator ASP, then you have Chameleon, Turismo R, a free vehicle for most of the people. Then you have a Vector, a Jester Classic, and finish off we have a Mamba. Into my nightclub we have a normal Kuruma. Level 1, first up we have a Speedo Custom, and we have a Pounder Custom. On to level 2, I don't really think I have like a garage team, but starting off we have a Buffalo STX, then you have Asteroid GZ, a Benefactor Watchla Hammer, however you say it, a beautiful like old looking Mercedes. Then you have a Sultan Classic, then you have a normal Sultan, then you have a Jugular, a beautiful looking car, especially it like Galaxy Blue, or how is it? Then you have Oracle, you can get it from the streets. Then you have a Schwarzer LVB, like fully blacked out with red interior, I love it. Then you have a VSTR, and finish off we have Chavez V6. Into level 3 we have like a rally car team garage. First off we have Easy Sport, funny looking car. Then you have a Hustler, a beautiful like old vehicle. Then you have Asbo, a La Corus, interesting vehicle. Then you have Omnis, a free vehicle for most of the people. We have a Rasta, not really my favorite purchase. Then you have a Flash GT, beautiful car, I love it. Then we have a GB200, a beautiful, I think, like blue and white livery. And finish off we have a Brioso RA. Onto level 4 we have like a race car garage. First off we have Imrus, my favorite vehicle in this garage. Then we have ETR1, Taurus, Italy GTO. Then we have Drift Tampa. We have LM87, and you have another Neo with also a rare license plate. Moving into my Terabyte garage, we have a Terabyte, and inside we have a Mark II. Next up we have like a muscle car garage. First up we have a Coquette Classic, then we have a Dominator GTT, a Vamos, then we have a Goulet Classic, then we have a fully blacked out Dominator, then we have a Deviant, a Return MK2, and then we have a Ruiner ZZ8. Into Arena Workshop, first up we have a Frankenstage, then we have another Futo GTX, then we have a Penetrator, a really ugly car in my opinion, then we have another Remes, and then we have a BF Weevil, a Benefactor XLS, and we have Outlaw. Into our second level we have a ZR380, then we have a normal Insurgent, then we have a Hellion, and then we have a Camacho, one of my favorite off-road vehicles. Then we have another Outlaw, then we have a Caracara 4x4, then we have a Rakato, one of my favorite street vehicles, and then we have another Caracara 4x4. Next we have a ZR350, then we have XA21, a Dewberg 770, another Sentinel XS, then we have a Goulet Hellfire, then we have a Dominator GTX, then we have a Eros, another 8F Drafter, Pariah, a really fast vehicle even without HSW, and then we have a Wagner. Into my agency, first off we have a Bestie GTS, a great looking vehicle for its price. Downstairs we have more vehicles. Starting off we have a Zerusa, not really one of my favorites. Then we have a Comet SR, I wish it had more customizations. Then we have a Squall and GT, one of my favorite cars in the game. Then we have a 300R, a Xena, not really recommend to buy it, I don't really like it. Then we have a Jester RR, I love it like the black and red livery and red headlights. Then we have Niobe, also one of my favorite vehicles and BMWs in the game. Then we have a Torero XO, a beautiful looking car. Then we have a Entity MT, and we have Italy GTB Custom. Finishing off downstairs we have a lot of old looking vehicles. Starting off we have a Turismo Classic, a Infernus Classic, a Sterling GT, a GP1, one of my favorite looking McLarens in the game. Then we have a Cheetah Classic, and we have O-Series, a Xeon Classic, one of my favorite looking cars in the game. And we have a 811, and we have a Stormbreak, which is overly shadowed because of the Toreador. Into our MC Clubhouse we have a Nightblade, a Vortex, a Electro, Bat 801, and we have a Hachu Drag, the easiest vehicle to do HSW time trials with. And then we have a random Fagio, and we have a Zombie Chopper and a Carbon RS. Next garage, starting off we have a Power Search, then you have a Coquette Classic, a Tailgater S, another Fagio, a Drift Yosemite, then you have a Stinger GT, another Bel Air STD, a Komoda, and you have a Comet S2 that I just won from the casino. Moving into my arcade, we have a couple of vehicles. Okay, first off we have a body, a Trevor's vehicle from the story mode. Not really an expensive vehicle, but it is removed. Then we have a Sheberack. I really like it that it has like cardboard modifications, like cardboard front bumper, spoiler, and like that. And then you have a Beast Faster Dominator, a free vehicle, not really special. Into my garment factory, first off we have a Mesa, a free vehicle, then you have a Yosemite 500, not a really good off-road vehicle for me. Then you have a Patriot M2 Spec, one of my favorite military vehicles. Next you have just a Duke of Death. Then you have a normal Futo. Then you have a rare red loader, and finish off you have a carving board with a limited time license plate. Into a hangar you have a few planes and helicopters. The first off we have Cuban 800, nothing really special. Then you have a super old Carbon, also nothing really special. I mean, it's a cool looking, but nothing really special. Then you have our Akula. I love it, like the livery and like that red and like that red numbers and like a star. I love it. It's a great helicopter. Then you have our Hunter, also a great helicopter. I really love it, and I don't like that head like from the livery. Other than that, I love it. And then of course you have a F-160 Raiju, the best plane in the game. I really love it, like all black and then like those purple like lighting. I think it looks sick. Okay, now our Pegasus. I think I have a couple of Pegasus vehicles.
Hello, you're through to Pegasus
Okay,
Lifestyle
so
Management. How can I
helicopter,
help?
we have a Frogger, nothing really special. For most of the people it's free helicopter. Then for both we have a Police Predator. I think it was for free only the first week, now it's like 3 million. And then we have a Stretch limousine, not that expensive and not that really good. And that's it for
Call again.
Pegasus.
Goodbye.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up and I'll see you in the next video.